But yes, hello everyone. Firstly, it's a huge pleasure to speak at this amazing and inspiring conference today, and also to represent the Würth group at this conference. Brief overview to my person. I'm pretty new at Würth group, working since 4 or 5 months. Have a strong background in topics like supply chain management, logistic, digital transformation, and product assessment. And now I'm strategic controller at the sustainability level for the whole Würth group. I'm sure that you're certainly familiar with the company Würth in some way or others. Würth was founded in 1945 in Künzelsau in Schwäbisch Hall and by Adolf Würth, and since then experienced an amazing phase of development. Started as a two-man operation and now a huge worldwide wholesaler. Würth is in over 80 countries, over more than 400 companies, and is divided in two parts: the Würth line and the light companies. And that's the reason why I showed you this slide today, because I guess most of you think that the Würth is only screws and only the small company. No, it's a huge, large family, which is located in different countries with different business activities and different product portfolios. And in view of this very specific company structure, today I will put my focus of my presentation on Adolf Würth GmbH as a group parent company. It's a kind of, our Adolf Würth GmbH is a kind of breeding ground for the most strategy decision and business activities for the Würth group, and specifically with regard to sustainability, we as a parent company trying to develop a group-oriented vision. In the last decades, Würth has become kind of byword for growth, for transformation, and actually the main or the current transformation objective is the transition from the wholesaler, from the distributor to manufacturer. Today, Adolf Würth GmbH is a worldwide wholesaler with more than 140,000 products in different business areas, over 650,000 customers from different industries, branches, and further indicators of success, as you can see here. But the main or the distinctive unique point of the company, that's the reason why I started this company, is our company or a family business culture, our attitude. And this buzzwording like success as a company, as a family, and the huge focus on sustainability for our next generation, which we are started for 2 years to develop together the vision and to shape the future jointly as a company. And as you can see here, it's a pretty new slide, and it's a new decision. Sustainability is one of the part of this future-oriented strategies. And sustainability is a must for Würth since years, but what does it mean for Würth as a company, sustainability? We are focusing on 3 simple levers. In the last decades, Würth has always been placing a high value of sustainable development in different key areas, of course, economic growth, of course, social equity. But in the last years, we more and more are focusing on as a company, as our duty to contribute more to the protection of Earth, of resources, and of our environment. And that's the reason why we started to set for ourselves the goal to integrate gradually the principles of circular economy in every our strategic decision of our daily business. And yes, with the purpose to develop our economy, our market, our whole company in a more sustainable and circular way. Yes, the journey has started. Hello Circle is our stability report presented last year, 2020, and it was our first public commitment to our circular economy transition. I mean, it's a huge step. Of course, we just started 1 year ago. It's a huge product portfolio, a lot of suppliers, a lot of customers, but we are, ready to. The intention was not to generate attention on the global market. It was not the intention. The intention was to to make it clear to everyone that we are ready and that we will take the subject very seriously. And as a company full of movers and makers, forward, we started not only to talk about vision, talk about strategic sustainability vision. We started with really practical implementation. And some of them I would like to present you today. It's not only about climate strategy, it's a broad portfolio of different projects which are very necessary as a key pillar for a circular economy transition. Here are some of key projects that should lay a first base for a successful transformation of our whole group towards more sustainable and circular economy. And I guess everyone is aware of you that the first step of a transformation starts always, with the right mindset, with the right awareness, and with the same vision. And therefore, we started or established a qualification program of sustainability management, and not only for our employees or management, but also for different, stakeholders, our suppliers, our customers, and the aim is here to create a same vision, the same language, and of course a common understanding of our joint journey. Another topic is the climate strategy. I'm not the right person for this topic. Unfortunately, my colleague is ill for today. That's the reason why the specific person is not here. But I would like to explain you briefly what are our main key insights of this huge project. These 4 key sub-projects, which we are started 3 or 4 years ago. For example, e-mobility. In the coming years, we are seeking to realize the transition for our back office management and sales force cars and convert it to electric drive. Of course, increasing power generation through integrating more and more photovoltaic system. And with regards to the green power, not sure about this year, or we have already transformed completely our whole headquarter to green electricity. And but to summarize it in a nutshell, the Würth GmbH KG wants to be carbon neutral by 2024. Of course, it's necessary to mention here the focus will lie primarily on scope 1 and 2. But we also started intensively dealing with scope 3 and started to track the corporate carbon footprint for the whole group. A sec. The other very crucial part of transformation are packaging. It's not even our main business, but if you want to transform your company, completely, you have to transform every part of your company. And we developed together with different departments kind of packaging guideline that includes various criteria focusing on design, logistic guidelines, branch, sustainability guidelines like circularity. Based on these guidelines, we designed together with the external partner a sustainable packaging, which were also nominated for next year for the German Stability Award design. And it's this packaging here. It's made from 100% recycled, but it's not only about the award nomination. It's more about the impact that we have been created through this changeover. For example, 45 tons of new plastic are saved per year. CO2 emissions are reduced by around 77% per year, and it's also necessary as a side fact, but also the labels are made of 100% recycled plastic and attached by an environmental friendly adhesive. Yet it was our first step to try to understand how can you transform your logistic process and how to integrate circularity principles in your products. And parallel to this different key transformation project, the awareness creating, the climate strategy, the packaging, we also considering how to transform or how to assess and then to transform our huge product portfolio and to make it more sustainable, how to communicate this sustainability performance to our customers. And we started for years before my time. We started an amazing project, and based on this project, the result was the first C2C certificated quick mount system worldwide. It's a system, it's not only a product, it's a bunch of products in a system. And it helped us to understand in the first line how to integrate seriously in a practical way circular and sustainable criteria in a product in the first line. And the next step was to understand how to integrate all the criteria along your whole value chain. So you cannot design a linear product and make it circular. And of course, we were confronted with different challenges and barriers, the data quality or lack of data, the missing transparency between the supplier and customers, and of course some specific market circumstances. But on the other side, we learned how to design together with a supplier a circular able product, how to make it visible to along our value chain, how to create a reverse logistic process. It was the first time for us to understand how it doesn't work. Everyone's talking about circular products, but I mean, this was a pretty huge project, and it was the first step. It was not the last project, not the last product, but after all, we asked ourselves, not every product of us is able to be circular. So how to measure, how to assess the performance of a product regarding sustainability and circularity. And with this in mind, we developed a pretty simple logic system, which help us in the first line to analyze, to collect all the data, to proceed from different sources, to analyze this data, to assess the data, because I'm working since months with different product management, and that's the question which they ask me every day, and we also trying to establish a guideline which help every product manager to understand if you want to launch a circular or a sustainable able product, you have to fulfill these criteria. And if you have 140,000 products, it's a huge overview of criteria. And of course, the final step is how to communicate. And the first message which I told to my team, I thought, we will not communicate it's a sustainable product. We will communicate more, why is it sustainable? Why is this product, green or yellow or nice? It's more about the customer should be informed in which product life cycle is sustainable. It's more about CO2 reduction. It's more about resource friendly, or it's about a social, production. It's not sustainable. It's a more in-depth explanation. And for better understanding how should it work, finally, it's a simple logic. We're using different data sources. We're working with different companies which help us to analyze data along the value chain, for example, the CO2 footprint. We're also using our in-house system. You can realize how many very sustainable data companies are, having in an in-house system without knowing about that. And of course, the suppliers. It's one of our very necessary sources. Not every supplier is able, or not every supplier is ready, or to cooperate, to make it transparent, but you can use them in different digital solutions. We're talking about blockchain, we're talking about material passport, and so on. And after all this collecting and analyzing, we are using different measurement tools. Our in-house material catalog, our external measuring indicators, for example, the circularity index. We're working with Ecolabel as a support system to explain more in detail why this product is sustainable. And of course, you have to work with different departments. You have to work with different product management to help them to understand why it's sustainable, and they help us to understand why this product, have to be transformed in the next years. And the communication part is, pretty simple here, presented. We're working on the communication strategy, which I will not show you today because it's not final. But the question was still, what if you want to analyze, it was maybe an efficient approach for 1 or 2 products, but what if you want to analyze 24,000 products? Because, for example, the screws, it's one of the important parts of our product portfolio, and the key challenge is here that's a large number of products is only, you know, with a minor deviation and specification. Yeah? And yes, we did it. We tackled this challenge, and together we, with Fraunhofer, IBP, we applied life cycle data space or data science life cycle analysis, and analyzed 24,000 products at once. And there's a process. It's a pretty complicated process, but don't have enough time for this explanation. But it helped us, of course, to understand or to achieve very fast but solid and efficient way useful results and insights about our products. And these results help us in, you know, for example, for this 24,000 products, to understand our, you know, weak points along our value chain, to analyze the hotspots, you know, which help us to improve some decisions, for example, regarding the production, place of production or the logistic transport processes. And the other 2 points are never necessary, because until then we never integrated in the, you know, a lot of sustainability data in our product data bank. You know, we, of course, you're working as a product manager together with, you know, color and price and maybe some different material ingredients. But that was the first time that we were able to integrate a huge data portfolio of sustainability relevant information in our data system. And therefore we're able to inform our customers about, you know, CO2 footprint. We were able to generate EPDs for our, you know, construction. It's one of the industries which are, for example, expecting, you know, new EPDs for different products. And it was a very necessary. Sorry, I missed that work. It was necessary project to understand the data. I mean, it was great, but what I realized finally, that data and digital tools are very necessary to accomplish your goals. You know, to transform this very complex transformation. And yes, talking about data, we realized that you know, we have to link every possible sustainability relevant decision or step or process together with digital transformation and digital and data. And after all, you know, to make it more tangible, you know, everyone is starting with a vision. Of course, you're deriving the strategy, and the next step should be always from my side should be always the linkage to your corporate digital strategy, and of course the linkage to your data strategy. And that's why I'm trying to force in our company, working with different digital experts, and to understand the sustainability data is pretty crucial. You know, if you want to measure your company in a sustainable way, you have to take it seriously with your data. And even if you, or even CO2 or product or material or everything what you want, but without data you're not able to measure and to manage your strategies. And even for, I know the most don't like this data management topic. I mean, it's not so visionary like sustainability strategies, but from my side, I can tell you, like, this is one of the crucial levers or crucial drivers why circular economy might be realized in the next years from the Würth. To make it more tangible, you know, what is a challenge? You have like 2 pillars. On the one side, it's not so aesthetic slide, I'm sorry for that, but it makes it more, you know, clear what is the challenge. On the left side, you have all these sources. You have different external data sources. You have thousands of suppliers which are not talking the same language. I mean the data language. And of course you have your in-house data sources. And on the right side, you have all the receiver who is waiting and expecting the data, you know, in the transformed way. And that's the reason why we started to integrate for our department efficient data management system, which is help us to bundle up together with that one, product passport, which help us to bundle up all this data on the left side, transform in the right language or in the right data language to different stakeholders. And yes, if you have 650 customers, 6,000 customers, and here, I mean, 6,000 suppliers, the direct suppliers. You have to create efficient data management. And why product passport? It's also a challenging project because how I told you, not every supplier is ready to make the data visible or transparent, and that's the reason there is some amazing project like a blockchain or the digital twin, which help us to create a smart data management, which help us to realize the real-time status of the product, talking about the CO2 footprint in the use phase. If you have some electric-based products, you are able to, to track and trace the CO2 emissions. It helps us to, keep the data actual and realized for the main of our products, which we started to transform steadily to make the value chain, the supply chain more visible, and it helps us to understand where the weak points, which part of the value chain can we transform, which are able to be sustainable or circular. And the last one, that's one of my favorite one, because if you work for months, years with different suppliers, it helps to define, a same language, a same vision, and create a more innovative and cooperative network. And because the supplier help us to understand the material assessment, the material ingredients, and we help the supplier to understand how the market will evolve in the next years. That was from my side. I hope that was very insightful for you. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for the possibility to be part of this amazing conference, and looking forward to further questions.